Good morning, students of class 10. Today we are going to discuss the last cause of the First World War. The last cause is the Sarajevo crisis. It was the immediate cause. Why do we call it immediate cause? Because this event actually ignited the war. That's why we call it immediate cause. So Sarajevo crisis. Sarajevo was the capital of Bosnia, and Austria, the imperial power like Russia, like Britain, like France. Yes, so there was also an empire, Habsburg Empire actually in Austria. So Austria captured Bosnia and Herzegovina, and the inhabitants, the people of Bosnia and Herzegovina were called Serbs. And when these areas were occupied by Austria, Serbia became angry with Austrian Empire. Why? Obviously, because the citizens, the inhabitants of Serbia were also Serbs, and the inhabitants of Bosnia and Herzegovina were also Serbs. So there was a sympathy towards these people. That's why they became enemy of each other. Austria and Serbia, now they became enemy of each other. Serbia wanted to take back those territories from Austrian Empire. Okay, Serbia wanted to free those regions. Now what happened? The Prince of Austria, the Yuvraj actually of Austria, his name was Archduke Franz Ferdinand. He went on an official visit with his wife in the capital of Bosnia, Sarajevo. That's why the name of this cause is Sarajevo crisis. So when Franz Ferdinand arrived with his wife in Sarajevo, the capital of Bosnia, when they were on their when they were in the capital of Bosnian, a citizen of Bosnia, he was just 19-year-old and his name was Gavrilo Princip. He shot dead Ferdinand and his wife. Okay. So after this event, Austria became very angry, and Austria thought that behind this scene there is the role of Serbia, because we have already discussed in the beginning that Serbia had a kind of sympathy with Bosnia and Herzegovina, because the Serbs people were living in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Serbs were also used to live in Serbia. So that's why Austria thought that behind this crime, brutal crime, definitely there is the role of Serbia. Okay, and in June 1914, Ferdinand arrived there, and on 28th June, Franz Ferdinand and his wife were killed. So, after this event, Austria questioned Serbia, and Austria also demanded to hand over the criminal and all the supporters who were involved in this crime. But Serbia refused, and when Serbia refused, Austria became very angry, and thus after just um, 1 month, because on 28th June Ferdinand was killed and his wife also, and after 1 month, on 28th July 1914, Austria now declared war against Serbia. Yes, when the war was declared by Austria, Russia came forward to defend Serbia. Yes, so now Austria at one side and Serbia and Russia on another side. After that, Germany and France also jumped into the war, because we have already discussed that Europe was divided into two power blocks. At one side, Germany, Austria and Italy was there, and on the other side, Britain, France and Russia was there. So due to Serbia, Russia came into the war, and when Russia came, obviously their allies France also jumped into the war. When France jumped into the war, Germany also declared war against them, because we already discussed that Germany and France were old rivals, because Germany, after defeating the France, Germany took France two important regions, Alsace and Lorraine. So France saw this event as an opportunity, and France wanted to get those territories from Germany. So when this event occurred, Russia joined, so France also joined them just to take the revenge. It was the matter of just two countries, Serbia and Austria, but Russia also joined. In the favor of Russia and Serbia, France also came. When France came, then to give help, to give support of to the Austria, Germany also jumped, and Germany and France were two old rivals. So everyone, every imperial power, every major power of Europe, now they are trying to take revenge from each other. And in the last video we have discussed that imperialism was one of the causes of the First World War. So all these countries were empires, and thus imperialism became one of the cause of First World War. So today, whatever the talking this topic is going on, you are now in better position to connect that how aggressive nationalism and imperialism became the cause of First World War, because it was just the matter of two, but everyone now is participating in the war. Okay, so Germany also joined the war, France also joined the war, Russia already had started in the favor of Serbia against the Austria. Austria and Germany were allied, and on the other side, Russia, Serbia, France. Yes, still one country is left, that is Britain. When Germany attacked on Belgium, Britain came forward against the Germany. So in this way, Britain also joined the fray, the war. Okay, and we all know that in 1970, America joined the First World War. Why? Because in the last video we have discussed that Germany wanted to prove its nation the most powerful country after when the king, I was just forgetting his name, formed the nation Germany. So when Germany, there was conflict between Britain and Germany over the water might. Both these countries wanted to prove that they are the best in the water, in the navy war. Okay, so Germany sunk the British ship, and in that ship over 100 people were sitting in the ship who belonged to America. Thus, America joined in 1970 the First World War to take revenge from Germany. Okay, and in this way, almost 86 countries, just for their interest, their particular interest, they joined into the First World War. Okay, and 86 countries, I have just told, joined this war. That's why it was called the First World War. Okay, now we have finished the Sarajevo crisis. Okay, once again I am repeating, the Sarajevo was the capital of Bosnia. In Bosnia, in Sarajevo, Austria's prince arrived, and he was killed. Okay, Serbia used to claim over Bosnia and Herzegovina because Serbs people used to live there. So problem started with this event, and after that Russia joined. After that Germany, France, Britain, America, every country were started to join one after one. Okay, and in this way we can say the First World War started, which lasted till November 1918, and it took lives of many people. In this way, the topic, the regions, all three regions we have discussed. In the next video, we are going to discuss the Treaty of Versailles, how this war was ended, what was its result. In the next video, we will discuss the next and the last part, Treaty of Versailles. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.